welcome to Carpool the Trey.
Hey, yeah, happy to be here, man.
Happy to be here. How you guys doing? How was your day? What did you guys do today?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Went on a boat,
Got
drank a little bit.
Yeah, got ourselves onto a
Got a
boat.
little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
How was the boat experience?
It was great. I mean, we were the outcasts, but that was fun.
Yeah.
Wait, Evan, let's dig into that. Why were we?
Oh, we was a last minute invite. We were the last minute invite. I mean, but that's the way to do it. I mean, you get on a boat, you get on a boat.
Yeah. So basically, our buddy has connections to a lot of Hispanics.
Okay.
I'm half Hispanic, so no judge here.
Yeah.
Those are my people. But
Yeah.
we are kind of just like, oh, I have 10 extra spots on this boat trip. Do you want to go? We're like, absolutely.
Of course.
So we're about it. You know what I mean?
So is this your first time going in a boat today?
It's not.
It's not the first. It's the first time at night. I mean, the skyline, seeing it at night was pretty remarkable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys took pictures?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Picture didn't happen.
So how drunk are you guys on scale 1 to 10?
I don't drink. So I'm not drunk.
Okay.
Probably a 6. Yeah. I
Probably
do.
6. What is the fun thing that you guys like to do besides getting drunk?
I don't drink. But exercise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys-
I definitely like getting out in the lake.
That's my portfolio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys invest about? What do you guys invest in? What do you-
So, are you referring to asset class, or are you talking about equities, or what?
Let's talk about assets. So what assets you guys have?
Primarily equities, not so much real estate. I own a decent percentage of REITs.
Mm-hmm.
So real estate a little bit.
Yeah.
Indirect ownership. Primarily equities.
I'm a real estate investor as well.
Sorry.
I am a real estate investor as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I bought my first duplex a couple months back in suburbs. Yeah. What made you guys go into real estate?
I mean, it's just I think it's just the most interesting asset type to invest in. I mean, it's a real place. It's a place making experience. How much you put in, and if people enjoy living in that space,
Yeah.
you can make more return. It's like an intangible thing.
You guys doing something like Airbnb?
No, so we're not like the investor. We're not a real estate investor. Like, you're a different type of real estate investor relative to us. So you're more direct real estate investment.
Yeah.
We're more indirect.
Okay.
So we buy shares in companies that own
Real estate.
assets.
Yeah. More like a hedge fund.
More diverse.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure,
I
but
mean, they take cuts.
Okay.
You're taking cuts.
okay. So would you guys like to elaborate a little bit more about the company that you guys are investing in?
Certainly not dropping names.
Not names, not dropping names.
Absolutely
Not dropping names. We're not gonna drop the
Confidential.
names here. But let's just say for an example, XYZ company that you guys are putting money into, right?
I do not have an investment opportunity if that's what you're getting to.
Okay.
If I did, I would be very involved deep into it.
Yeah. I mean, you're dealing with a lot of other people's money.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'll give you the best advice I've
we get a
ever
management
The
fee.
best advice I've ever heard and taken, and it's worked well for me. Invest in index funds.
Index funds.
Oh, you're investing in it.
You are not going to beat the market.
Yes.
I'm not going to beat the market.
Yes.
Wall Street, New York, other investment banks have a lot more resources, and they're going to beat you every time. Don't time the market. Invest in index funds. When you get close to retirement, allocate accordingly. Right?
Yes.
Maybe get out of equities a little bit, get a little bit into bonds, more fixed income, etc. You're not going to beat the market.
Yes.
Invest in index funds. Put your money in there. Don't think about it. Don't try to day trade.
Yeah.
Time the
No.
market.
Yeah, day trading.
You're not going to win, right? You
Definitely.
might win once or twice, and you're going to get confidence, and you're going to, I'm the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Day trading is terrible. No, I never do day
But
trading.
not even just day trading. Don't try to time the market 2, 3, 4, 5 times throughout the year, right? In a recessionary period, you want to buy in on the dip. It's different. But don't think that you're gonna I'm gonna buy low in 3 months. I'm gonna sell high. Like
Yeah.
It might work out, but 9 times out of 10, you're better off.
You
just
can
putting
do
your
it,
money
just expect to
in
lose
a
all your money.
passive index fund. Yeah. It's like
It's a gamble.
Oh, of
It's like
course.
you're kind of rooting for your
invest
team
in the
a little
market.
bit.
The U.S. stock exchange is not going anywhere.
Oh, yes.
In our lifetime.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
in
yeah.
200 years. I don't know. Maybe in 200 years. I don't know.
Definitely not in
I don't got
100
a
years.
crystal ball.
Yeah.
It'll be here for the next 50 to 100 years.
Of
you know?
course.
I'll put my money on that. In fact, all my money is in all that. So if I'm wrong, well then I'm fucked. You'll see me under the bridge that we're about to pass right over there.
Yeah.
Come back in 50 years. But the point is, I don't have the answer. You don't have the answers. But I know that somebody has the answers. And by me buying into an index fund, a little piece of the entire market, I know that most people are going to figure it out. The not very smart, wealthy, financially backed individuals, investment companies, corporations, etc. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Buy a little piece into that.
What do you think about cryptocurrency then?
Oh, that's you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know too much. I think there's certainly some opportunity there. I think there's a lot of substance there. I'll be honest. I mean, I don't fully understand the applicability to it. Do you think it's going to be an alternative to fiat currency?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, fiat currency itself is incredibly wet behind the ears, very new into society. I mean, everything prior to fiat currency was very much so backed by gold and hard assets.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not how it is anymore. So we're in a very we're in a period that's a big experiment. You know what I mean? Cryptocurrency is, I think, a next potential emphasis on potential, iteration or alternative to fiat currency.
Okay.
Do I think that that's going to be the gold standard? I can't say. Do I have money in cryptocurrency? Yes, because I think the opportunity is too big to pass up.
Exactly.
And if
you
I
don't want to
lo-
miss
if-
out. I wouldn't put all your money in it, but I would put some.
Some, of
Just
course.
very, very small
Put,
amounts.
10K, and if the 10K goes to zero, it was a good bet. But I think the potential for that 10K to be much more than 10K is certainly there.
Yeah.
But again, it's a bet. It can go to zero.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's a highly levered
I
position.
think it's important to emphasize that, like, I'm not buying into these trendy coins. I'm buying into Ethereum, Bitcoin, the big names. And not that I think those are the best, but I think that those have the greatest chance of actually being or having wide adoption, which is what really is going to make any of these coins, anything of any substance.
Totally
If
right.
nobody believes in it and nobody buys into it, it's going to shit.
Yes.
So if you buy into, Bitcoin and Ethereum are very common cryptocurrencies, right?
Yes, definitely.
Everybody talks about them.
Yep.
And so if any of them are going to make it, right, of course you have the Solaras.
Solana.
Solana.
Yeah,
I don't
there's a
fucking know.
bunch
I
of
don't buy
random
into
ones,
those.
but
But the point is they popped and they dropped, right? It's like that.
it's like if your grandma
It's a
wanted to
gamble.
do it,
Yeah.
or if like your parents want to, what are they going to Google? They're going to Google Ethereum and Bitcoin,
Yeah.
and they might put their money there. So it's going to have wider
But
adoption.
okay, so backing up, the end thesis on cryptocurrency is, irrespective of what the coin name is and all that, I truly believe, and I will put my money in this. I already have put my money in this. Blockchain. I
Blockchain.
believe
Yeah, that's it.
in a system of record that is indisputable. It is not backed by humans who are politically motivated, financially motivated, etc. It is a ledger, a transactional ledger of history. Everything that has happened, bought and sold, pledged, levered, whatever it may be, there is a indisputable record of all of those various transactions. And I think that is where the value is, right? Whether that be Bitcoin or Ethereum or fucking Bitcoin 5.0.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah.
The point is, I think the technology is something where value can certainly be had.
So speaking of blockchain and cryptocurrency and stuff, I'm running a startup based on a cryptocurrency and blockchain, where people will be able to buy in an asset, and based on the money we're gonna generate, we're gonna buy real life assets. And people who own the NFT, they will become a part of the investment you know, so they'll
Yeah.
they'll be able to receive an some kind of return from it, you know, and it's based on that.
So you're raising money based on this valuation of an NFT. You're taking the proceeds to buy hard assets.
Yes, sir.
So at that point, the value of the NFT doesn't matter.
Value of the NFT doesn't matter, but it will increase on based on how many NFTs you hold, I would say.
Right.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. I'm here.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I can get the next.
One person is out. We're gonna continue to talk about the blockchain and cryptocurrency.
All right, let's do it.
See you guys.
Bye, Evan.
Take care, man. Would you like to hop in the middle, boss?
Do you want me to?
I mean, it's up to you. Whatever makes you comfortable.
I'm cool right now.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, it's based on that. What do you have to say to that?
Say that again. So, background for you. So I studied finance. So what I'm not understanding, cash is inflowing to back an NFT.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking the proceeds.
Yes.
You're buying hard assets such as
Real estate, any kind of asset.
So at that point, the value of the real estate is all that matters.
Yes.
The value of the NFT doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
So it seems like the NFT is like a scapegoat. Like, oh, and here's the value of this NFT. Give me your money. But as soon as you give me your money, I don't give a fuck about the NFT. I'm going to use the proceeds to purchase hard assets, as you said.
I would.
So what's the point?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just raise the funds in terms of, here's this piece of property I'm going to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in this.
So there is a goal behind it, behind the NFT project. The goal is people who, I would say, don't know where to start, people who don't know how to invest, people who don't know how to grow in the field that they wants to grow, or how to scale their business. For an example, they buy into this project.
Scale their business. What do you mean?
Scale as
I
a
work in private equity, by the way. So.
Okay, perfect. It would be a nice way to, you know, we can exchange a lot here. So what I was gonna say, scale as in small business people, they don't know how to scale properly. I came from a place where I worked at a coffee shop for 4 years or so, and they had 10 stores, but the management was poor. Okay, they were able to generate stores, but the reputation of the company was not good. Okay, so that's one thing that I know. There are multiple people that I talk on daily basis about issues with the things that they want to do and what makes them not execute those.
So I agree with you. So within PE, I'm on the operations side, so I'm not on the deal team. So I literally work with management of our portfolio companies. And what you're saying is true, right? To scale properly, there is a big requirement for operational competency and efficiencies.
Yes.
But I'm not understanding how that ties back to NFTs and raising capital from an NFT to purchase hard assets.
NFT is a way
How
to.
is that going to help me scale my business?
For an example, and the people who are gonna be buying into this project, they'll be entered in a private chat where anything that the community wants to do will make it happen. For an example, we as a company, we give them 5 options, okay? But based on what people are talking in the community, what people wants in the community, we give them options, we do the voting, and based on the voting, we're gonna do the execution. If that making sense. NFT is a way to attract people, a way to modernize the fundraising part, you know.
So forgive me if I'm being frank.
Oh no,
But it
definitely.
seems like a way to get it around securities law in the United States, right? Because NFTs and cryptocurrencies are very unregulated. Because effectively what you're doing is raising funds to either invest effectively invest in businesses, ventures, whatever it may be, which is fine and very common in the United States. But it seems like you're going in a roundabout way, right? instead of just saying, hey, let's raise a fund to invest in businesses, let's raise capital from NFTs to invest in businesses.
Yes.
And because you're doing the NFT route, you're getting around securities law because that's not a regulated area in its current existence, right?
You are right.
What I'm trying to do is just level it to with what I'm familiar with so I can understand it better, because I feel like the financing of it seems a little bit gray.
Yes.
But effectively what you're doing is just trying to get around securities. Not in like a sketchy way. I mean, it's unregulated because of governments. It's not your fault.
Yes.
So we get past the fundraising aspect. You have cash in the bank account. And you're doing what with that cash?
I will be buying hard assets.
Understood. So
Yes.
real estate?
Real estate is one of them.
But I mean, who has a competency to invest in real estate? Are you like a real estate investor? Like you understand that space?
I do not understand as much as experts, but the amount of money we're gonna generate from the selling NFTs, we can definitely hire a person who can do the asset part, who can do better job in managing assets than I can, you know. And this whole thing
part
will
of
be
this-
transparent.
So part of this NFT auction, if you will,
Yes.
are you putting together a business plan? Like, okay,
Yes.
NFT investors, we're going to take your money and buy these NFTs, which really have no substance to us. We don't give a shit whether it's a fucking PNG or JPEG. We don't give
Yes.
a shit. We just need the cash to buy it. So why not just raise capital in a cryptocurrency environment for real estate assets? I mean, that's like a thing.
I would say
It seems like a very indirect way. If you want to invest in real estate and hard assets, raise a fund with that intention very clear. Because being indirect, saying, "Oh, buy this NFT, and with this money we're going to do X, Y, Z." Why even go around that way? Just say, "Hey, we want to raise money. We're going to invest in hard assets. Here's what we're going to do with those hard assets." And hard assets is a very vague term, by the way. So, like, when you're talking to investors, be very specific. They're going to say, "Yeah, great, hard assets. Which kind? Industrial goods, real estate. What is it? You buying cars? You buying a industrial manufacturing business? What is it? What hard assets are you buying? And what are you going to do with it?
Yes.
More importantly, who has the competency for that?" Right?
Yes.
Because on paper, it's very easy to say, "Oh, I'm going to buy this building and I'm going to rent it for this much," and that's going to, numbers don't work out that way.
yes.
Who's looking at interest rate risk? Who's looking at vacancy risk? Who's looking at all the units that are coming on the market that's going to need to be absorbed into the market?
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Who's looking at all that stuff? So
Yeah.
put together your dream team. Put together the pitch deck. My advice, because I know we're coming short on time, be more direct with what you're trying to do.
No, you're totally right. But
Because I don't understand.
yes,
You know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. With the person who has a clear mind with a straight up intention, it would be a little bit hard for me to explain to them, right? With the
The people that you're, yeah, because you're raising money from non-institutional investors.
Yes,
You're
not-
raising money from people
yes,
that don't
right.
understand.
Yes.
And I get that, but boil it down to very layman terms, right? So that means very simple.
Yes.
So how can you make it so simple that they understand what they're investing in? Because honestly, my friend, I'm not a lawyer, so this isn't legal advice.
Yes.
I work in the litigation consulting space, but being vague and indirect and very just like non-specific on what you're going to do with people's money when you're raising it opens you up to a lot of liability.
Yes.
You're
Definitely.
raising money from people and they're trusting you. I understand that this space is not regulated because of cryptocurrency laws and NFT laws, but if you're not specific in what you're going to do with people's money, not good.
Not good.
No.
Okay, so-
I mean, you need to be very specific, right? Don't say, "Hey, you're going to invest in this NFT, but I'm going to take that money and buy real estate."
Right.
That seems very confusing, and that'll open you up to a lot of liability. And I'm just saying that as
Advisor.
not legal advice, but just advice. I'm not a lawyer,
Advice.
I can't give you
Yeah,
legal
basic
I'm
advice.
just saying, basic advice.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
business and business law.
no,
I'm not a
definitely.
lawyer, again, but
I definitely understand because honestly, that's where I'm learning my part from.
Where are you from?
I'm from India.
India. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm learning all the parts by talking to people because this space is very brand new. You know,
It's very brand new.
very brand
That's
new.
good for opportunity, bad for lots of uncharted territory. So
Yes.
what I mean is lawyers today rely on a lot of common law and a lot of precedent, right? So
Yes.
lawsuits that have been challenged by courts and they've upheld a certain standard. Oh, here's the rule,
Mhm.
right? If you raise money and you say this and you do this, well, here's a typical outcome, right? This is very uncharted territory, and you don't want to be on the receiving end of getting screwed over in court, basically is what I'm saying. So if you're raising money from people, fine. Guess what? Lots of people invest and lose money. It happens all the time in venture capital.
Yes.
I worked at a tech startup for over 2 years.
Hmm.
I'm very familiar with this space. But all of our investors knew specifically every dollar that you invest in this company, here's what we plan to do with it. Here's what we're going to invest the dollars with in terms of headcount and payroll. Who are the management positions that we're going to hire?
Hmm.
What are they going to be doing? How are they going to help us execute on our vision?
Oh.
Incredibly important, right? So at the end of the day, like when you're investing in a very early stage business such as yourself, right? I want to raise capital, I want to invest in real estate, etc. Investors are betting on the individual.
Yes.
There's no revenue, there's no financial metrics to bet on. They're betting on the person and
Person.
the vision.
Yes.
And the more clearer that vision is, the more concrete that vision is, the more believable and reliable that vision is, the better it's going to be for you and for them. So if shit goes south, they're like, well, we knew exactly what he was going to do. He went out and did that. It didn't work out. No harm done. He tried. We knew that we were taking a risk. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
But if you're very vague on what they're investing in and what you're using their money, the proceeds of that investment to do, and it doesn't end up working out, they're going to be like, what the fuck? I thought I was investing in this NFT. He said he was going to flip NFTs. He ended up taking that money, invested in real estate, and,
Many other
That's
things. But it was very nice talking to you. I learned a lot, honestly, man.
Yeah.
What is your name? I'm sorry?
Steven.
Steven. Hey, Steven. Thank you for giving me your advice and sharing your experience with me. It was very nice talking to you.
Well,
Thanks.
I wish you the